The Atlantic slave trade mainly occurred from 1500 to 1880 CE. Around 10 to 12 million Africans were involved in the Atlantic slave trade. 48% of them went to the Caribbean islands and another 41% went to Brazil. This shows the sheer amount of slaves transported to Central and South America, compared to a mere 5% of slaves going to the United States of America. Europe obtained these slaves from Africa by trading with African elites. Slaves were traded for metal tools, textiles, and guns. The process of slave trade would send the slaves to the Americas, where they would be auctioned off and branded by their owners. Majority of the slaves were agricultural laborers who worked 10 out of the 12 months. During harvest time, slaves would be forced to work for 48 hours straight. These conditions allowed for slave life expectancy to drop to 23 years. The two main ideas of Atlantic slave trade was that 1. Slavery would be passed as a hereditary status from generation to generation, and 2. Slavery is a result of human sin. Slavery was defined as the permanent, violent, and personal domination of natally alienated and generally dishonored persons. This states that slaves became somewhat dehumanized as they were taken away from their home and culture, also known as a social death. The Atlantic slave trade affected millions of Africans and altered their lives for the worse.